Ladies and gentlemen, the tea is super hot today. IMV Gaming, or Immaculate Vision Gaming, the company that was supposed to be working on the Gridiron Champions college football game, has finally broken their silence after over a year of pretty much no type of communication with anybody, and basically giving people the impression that they just took everybody's money and ran. Well, they finally have broken their silence on why they've been silent on Twitter earlier today, and big ups to Not the Expert for putting this all in one single, well, actually it was a couple of them, but just a few different screenshots, because these guys, I don't know if it's that they have their account locked and that's why they couldn't make a thread, but whoever runs their social media account doesn't know how to make a thread, and it was all over the place. But Drew did a great job of putting it all together. So I'm going to read what they said on Twitter, and then we're going to discuss it afterwards. So they started off saying, "As of today, we would like to break our silence. We would like to inform you all that our company was taken advantage of by a lawyer and advisor that we trusted since 2018. Before securing their services in, they promised us a swift process and access to their network of investors. These individuals continued to create new obstacles for us to cross in order to get access to this network, and at every obstacle there was a new paywall. Ultimately, these two individuals were paid all of the insider pre-sale money we raised, all of our investment capital that we raised, and large personal loans our executive team took out to pay them. In total, we paid them in excess $300,000 US between 2018 and 2020. With that said, we spoke to a top litigator in the state of Florida, where they reside, about taking legal action. This process took place right before COVID-19 hit the world, so obviously this put everything on hold. And I just want to say, whoever was writing these tweets needs to proofread their tweets before they put them out, especially you're working for what is supposed to be a gaming company. You got to do better than that, but I digress. However, the fact that we have every intention of taking legal action against them is why we don't want to mention their names today. Reason being, we were warned by the attorney not to give them the ability to say we publicly quote-unquote defamed them. We obviously don't have the money right now, as these individuals took all the money that we had and more. However, the second our team secures any new money, refunds will begin to be dispersed until everyone has been paid back. Again, disperse doesn't have a B in it, so whoever wrote these tweets out didn't do a good job of proofreading them at all. Which is, it's one thing if I don't proofread my tweets, because I'm literally a one-man band out here, and they're supposed to be working for a gaming company that was supposed to put out a college football game. But again, I digress. Let's finish these tweets. This is a guarantee that we will make to all of you that have been loyal and supported us. Please do not blame Flemlo Raps or any other influencer that has supported us. Our executive team, mainly our CEO, accepts all responsibility for hiring and paying these individuals. I'm going to blur the names out of people who asked the account different questions, but the first question that came up said the game won't ever be released. We aren't giving up, but we will have to start over with a new company. However, our first priority is to raise money privately to refund everyone who supported our original pre-sale. When this process starts, we will that information public as well. Again, if you're writing for a gaming company, I don't care if it's Facebook, Twitter, or any social media, you got to proofread their tweets better. The reason we are forced to start over is that the advisor we had hired was also given equity in our company. The lawyer that we spoke with strongly suggested that we immediately sever all ties. When asked when somebody can get their $500 back, they said, "We will announce publicly when we have internally raised enough money to begin processing refunds. No matter how long this takes to pay back all the monies raised, we are committed to paying back all the monies paid for our pre-sale." So basically what it looks like to me is they just got played. That's not even what it looks like to me. That's what happened pretty much. It seems like they really just got played by whoever this lawyer and this advisor were. The second people start putting up paywalls to get certain things done, that's kind of a red flag to me. But then again, I can kind of sympathize for IMV in a way because, not with other people's money, with my own money, obviously. I've been played a few times, like when it's come down to like music and whatnot. Like I was lied about doing like a really big venue. I lost $200. You know, I was young and dumb. That type of thing happens when you're young and dumb. But basically, worst case scenario for me was in that situation, I'm just an idiot and I just played myself out of however much money it was. It was like $200 or something like that. It wasn't like super crazy, but it was $200 I could have used for like pretty much anything else. But again, that just hurts me. That doesn't hurt anybody else. Realistically, IMV pretty much spent money that other people had given them. And granted, it was those people's decisions to give them money. And, you know, IMV didn't say, all right, you have to give us money or nothing like that. Like, it was their decision at the end of the day, but still. You know, people are depending on a product with giving you this money. And now they're not getting their product. You guys pretty much went ghost on them for like a year. And I understand you guys were probably told to put your stuff on private and whatnot, but it just wasn't a good look at all. Now we're at the point where IMV now has to reimburse these people for their money, but there's no guarantee that they're going to get their money back. I know they say that they have a good case or whatever. I'm out here to speak on that. I don't really know the extent of any of that. They've obviously not said like the extent of all of that because they legally can't. But it's just not a good look because now these people don't get their money back and they're probably not getting the game for, you know, I feel like by the time the game comes out, NCAA is going to be back and then no one's even really going to care about Gridiron Champions. What I'll say about Flemlo is I don't think anybody should blame Flemlo for anything. Honestly, Flemlo did nothing wrong. I think he really believed in this project. I mean, he put money into it, so obviously he believes somewhat. And a lot of other content creators I know put money into this project. And for it to now not be coming out, at least not for the foreseeable future, due to whatever happened with the IMV situation, it just reflects really badly on IMV, honestly. And now they're saying, you know, when we can get the money back, we'll give all the money back to people who invested in us. Well, my question is, how is that going to happen? I mean, you guys are going to need more investors to repay your old investors. And I had to go back and re-record this part because I don't think I've really driven home the fact that $300,000 is now missing. $300,000 of investor money. That's a lot of money that you guys are going to have to be paying back. And y'all don't have a game out right now, so how do you expect to pay back the investors that you basically lost the money of? I just don't understand how you expect to do that. I do know I'm not going to be investing any money into IMV in the future because of this. I'm not going to tell anybody else what to do with their money, what not to do with their money. That's completely up to them. But I know personally, you know, what little money I have in the world, I'm probably not going to give them. The bottom line is $300,000 of investor money is gone just like that. It's just not a good look. To be completely honest, it's just not a good look. The trust is violated. You know, people, you know, you disappeared for as long as you disappeared, and I get it. Again, you know, it was probably because you were told to, like, keep a low profile for a while, but it just wasn't a good look, straight up. And now trust is definitely going to be violated within the football gaming community. I mean, the rapport is just no longer there. You guys are going to have to earn that back, and I don't think that you can at this point. I will say I do wish IMV well in whatever legal proceedings they're going to be entering with that lawyer and that advisor. But it's mainly for the people that invested into them because that's just ridiculous. $300,000. But I think this is a cautionary tale behind crowdfunding now. You got to be careful of what you crowdfund for because these type of situations can happen where the people you are crowdfunding for decide to take a chance with the money you're giving them. I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened, but that's what it sounds like to me at very least. But that's all I really have to say about that situation. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the IMV gaming situation and their tweets and whatnot. I was really looking forward to the game, which is why I'm making a video on it. I will say I do hope that they are able to pay back all the people that invested in them, because at this point they've gone way too far, like, to not at least, like, if they're not gonna pay back the investors, at least put out the game at some point. But I'm pretty sure they'd rather just have their money, to be honest. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the whole IMV gaming situation. You guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day and night whenever you're watching this. Like I always say, no matter what happens, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. I love y'all 3000. I'm Audi 5000. Deuces.